Hey guys, what is going on? Chris here with Shughead Gaming, bringing you my review for Space Pirate Trainer, developed by Illusions, and while this is currently available on various PCVR platforms, this review will of course be on the PSVR version, and reviewed on the PS4 Pro. Space Pirate Trainer releases November 27th for an estimated price of $15, but of course that depends on your region. Remember those awesome classic arcade cabinets? Imagine if those were immersive and in VR. Space Pirate Trainer puts you in one of those, fighting off relentless waves of droids with all the weapons and gadgets you would ever need as a space pirate. Space Pirate Trainer has been around on PCVR and pretty much invented the current wave shooter in VR. Does this grandfather of the wave shooter still stack up against the likes of Blasters of the Universe and countless others? Let's find out. As always guys, if you like this video, please hit that like button, and if you'd like to see more PSVR content from me, please consider subscribing. And for updates, hit that bell icon. Of course, if you want to see more PSVR news and info, check Shughead Gaming out on Twitter and Facebook. As always, graphics are up first. Space Pirate Trainer's visuals are a fairly simple affair, for besides some unlockable level skins, you will spend the entirety of your time in the same environment. Comparisons to Blasters of the Universe will be made and are actually quite fair. Both go for a futuristic sci-fi vibe and both spend the majority of their time throwing all sorts of robotic enemies at you. Whereas Blasters of the Universe went for the retro look, here Space Pirate leans more to the Blade Runner side of things, with a darker, more serious tone. With baked-in Pro support, Space Pirate Trainer looks every bit as good as it did on PC, with visuals that are sharp, detailed, and polished. Gun models look great, as do the assortment of flying baddies you will have to contend with. In addition, lighting and particle effects are sprayed all across the screen as laser blasts fly by your head and explosions fill the screen. Special note goes to the excellent shield effects, with either your own personal handheld shields or that of giant wall shields which you can surround yourself in. Nothing is more immersive in a shooter like this than literally having to move and duck behind shielding while blind firing around corners. Unfortunately, visual monotony does set in fairly quickly, as the single environment and handful of enemy types does begin to get stale over long play periods. That being said, this truly is a modern reimagining of the classic arcade shooter, and as such really is just a jump in and shoot some shit to get on the leaderboard type of game. You will likely be so busy moving and shooting to stay alive, I doubt you will even be sightseeing much anyway. And that brings us to sound. With its simple techno soundtrack and barrage of explosions, Space Pirate Trainers delivers exactly what you would expect from a wave shooter. The sound here has no dynamics, no lulls or dull moments. Every second you're in game, you are bombarded with the sounds of an arcade shooter in the best way possible. All the various gun combinations all sound unique and powerful. A huge sticking point for me, as many will know. Pulling the trigger felt fantastic and instantly made the shooting mechanics fun. Enemy sounds are also well done, with each having its own unique audio identity, so when combined with some nice 3D audio design, I was able to tell what was coming up on my blind spots, giving me a chance to react. A nice audio touch comes in the form of the game's bullet time mechanic. Whenever you are hit or you destroy an enemy, the game slows down time, helping you to strategize your next moves. This is combined with a cool slow motion warping effect to the sound design and can be very immersive. The one and only true negative I had with the sound design in Space Pirate Trainer was that of the music. The music for me sounded fairly generic, and boredom set in fairly quickly due to the lack of variety. For those planning on some long leaderboard pushes, I recommend looking to Spotify and making a playlist. Gameplay is up next. Anyone who's been around my channel long enough knows I'm a sucker for a good wave shooter. Heck, I even made a video highlighting every wave shooter currently available for PSVR. Very few games are as easy to jump into or throw friends into for a short blast of fun and VR goodness. For me, the simple experience of having two guns in my hands and literally aiming and shooting at things is just simple dumb fun. Like Beat Saber, Space Pirate Trainer was a PCVR gem that always came up in top VR title lists. Unfortunately, PSVR headsets could only look on with envy and hope for a port one day. Well, now we have both. So does the grandfather of VR wave shooters still stand its ground amongst PSVR wave shooters? Yes it does. But unfortunately it does suffer from a bit of deja vu, having come out so late on the PSVR. Deja vu aside, you'd be hard pressed to find a wave shooter more polished and refined than Space Pirate Trainer, and its instant fun factor is really hard to deny. The premise is simple. As a space pirate, you must defeat wave after wave of increasingly difficult droids, and increasing difficulty you will get, as droids come in increasing numbers, variety, and toughness. To fight back, you are armed at the start with 2 pistols, both of which have a multitude of fire modes with unlimited ammo. These modes range from single shot full auto and a charged laser blast to a shotgun blast and a grenade launcher. In addition, you can reach behind your back with either or both hands to swap out your gun for a hand weapon. This single-handed weapon can be used as a grappling tether with a laser blade, perfect for smashing opponents into the ground or slicing them in half. Or alternatively, switched over for a personal shield to block incoming attacks or used for a shield push. This handheld weapon can be dual-wielded and never runs out of power, so make sure to remember it when you're in combat. The depth to Space Pirate Trainer lies in the usage of all the tools that you have at your disposal and that of the variety of power-ups strewn across the sky. Knowing what to use and when to use it is half the battle, with the other half being how you use the limited room scale feature. Space Pirate Trainer is not a game for those lacking physical dexterity or an adequate playing space, for Space Pirate Trainer requires you to be always moving back and forth, crouching, or simply hiding behind a shield. Space Pirate Trainer is not a game for those lacking physical dexterity or an adequate playing space, for Space Pirate requires you to be always moving back and forth, crouching, or simply hiding behind a shield wall. Like Superhot, this is a shooter that will make you sweat if you want to win. Space Pirate Trainer offers some variety in the form of play modes. Here you can choose to tackle waves with a 3-life format, a mode where you regenerate, or even a hardcore mode where bullet time is disabled. Another nice addition is the ability to start a game back at or near your highest attained level, allowing you to jump back into the action instead of starting slow all over again. Space Pirate Trainer uses 2 move controllers, and like Beat Saber, truly is a masterclass in how to implement 8-year-old motion tech to feel perfect in a game originally designed for more modern PCVR controllers. Tracking here is spot on and deadly, and is combined with a brilliant use of haptic feedback to really deliver a solid and tactile experience. Special mention also goes to the wonderful use of the chaperone system here. This slick implementation shows you exactly when you are moving out of your play space and keeps you from losing tracking or jumping into your TV. And finally, that brings us to fun factor and my final review. Space Pirate Trainer is a slick, well-made, and polished wave shooter. It remains even on PSVR as one of the finest wave shooters available. That being said, this is still a basic wave shooter, with its replay value firmly offered to those chasing the leaderboards and trophies. This is simple fun in VR, and it still stands as a masterclass in VR wave shooter design. As you know, I rate games on a scale of buy, wait for a sale, or burn it to the ground. Yes, you've played games like this before, maybe countless of times, and if you've played some of the other awesome wave shooters on tap, such as Blasters of the Universe or Shooty Fruity, then this game will offer nothing new. However, if you, like me, still love a good wave shooter, this is a buy, as you simply won't find a better or more addictive example of the genre than here with Space Pirate Trainer. For those less enthralled with the genre, you could wait for a sale, but at only $15 US, this is also priced right and well worth the price of admission. That's it for me, guys. If you like this video, please hit that like button, and if you'd like to see more PSVR content from me, please consider subscribing, and for video updates, hit that bell icon. Of course, if you want to see more PSVR news and info, check out Shughead Gaming on Twitter and Facebook. I'll catch you guys in my next video.